All right, let's talk turkey. Why is it that you're busting your butt at work, but your bank account still looks kinda sad? Let me spill the tea. Your job will never, ever make you rich. And I'm gonna tell you why. First off, let's get one thing straight. A job is designed to pay your bills. That's its primary function. It keeps the lights on, food on the table, and a roof over your head. It's a transaction. You give your time and skills, and your employer gives you just enough money to keep you coming back tomorrow. It's not designed to build generational wealth or make you financially free. It's designed to keep you in the game, running on the corporate hamster wheel. Think about it this way. Your pay has a hard ceiling. No matter how amazing you are, how many all-nighters you pull, there's a limit to what your role is worth to the company. You can get a promotion, a new title, maybe even a slightly bigger cubicle, but you're never going to see your income 10x in a year. The salary band for your position is set in stone, and you're just moving within that predefined box. You can't just decide to make $1 million next year. Your boss would laugh you out of the office. This leads to the biggest trap of all. You're trading time for money. This is the fundamental flaw in the traditional employment model. You only have 24 hours in a day. You can't create more time. So, your earning potential is automatically capped by the number of hours you can physically work. The moment you stop working, whether you're on vacation, sick, or sleeping, the money stops. Wealthy people understand this. They make their money work for them, not the other way around. They build systems that generate income even when they're not actively working. Oh, and let's talk about those raises. Getting that 3% annual raise feels pretty good, right? It's a little pat on the back. A good job, buddy. But let's be real. After you factor in inflation, which is often higher than your raise, you're actually losing purchasing power. You're getting poorer, but with more compliments. A raise is just a way for the company to keep you motivated enough to not quit, while paying you as little as possible. It's a small carrot to keep you chasing. And who benefits the most from your hard work? Not you. It's the company! The harder you work, the more value you create. The more sales you close. The more projects you complete, all of that extra profit goes straight to the company's bottom line and into the pockets of the owners and shareholders. You might get a bonus, a token of appreciation, but they get the lion's share. You're building their dream, not yours. This brings us to a critical point. Jobs don't create ownership. When you work for someone else, you're a rented asset. You don't own the products you help create, the client relationships you build, or the intellectual property you develop. You're building assets for the company, not for yourself. At the end of the day, you walk away with a paycheck while they own an ever-growing asset. True wealth is built through ownership-owning businesses, real estate, stocks, intellectual property, things that appreciate in value and generate income. And that old idea of job security? Come on, that's a myth. It's dead. In today's economy, companies can and will lay people off in a heartbeat to protect their profits. Mergers, acquisitions, automation, a bad quarter or anything can put your secure job on the chopping block. Your entire livelihood is in someone else's hands. That's not security. That's just hoping for the best. Look at how truly rich people operate. They never, ever depend on a single source of income. They have multiple streams. They might have a business, a stock portfolio, rental properties, and royalty payments, all bringing in cash simultaneously. If one stream dries up, they have several others to keep them afloat and thriving. Relying on one paycheck is like sitting on a one-legged stool. It's incredibly risky. Here's a simple truth. Paychecks don't compound. Assets do. When you invest in an asset like a stock, it can grow and generate dividends, which you can reinvest to buy more of the asset, which then grows even more. That's the magic of compound. Your salary doesn't do that. It's a linear, one-time payment for your time. You can't reinvest your last month's salary to make this month's salary bigger. So, what's the truth most people avoid? They're afraid to step outside the system. The path of getting a job, working 40 years, and retiring is sold to us as a safe and responsible choice. But in reality, it's often the path to mediocrity and financial struggle. The truth is, you need to think like an owner, not an employee. Now, I'm not saying you should storm into your boss's office tomorrow and quit. Don't do that. A job is a fantastic starting point. It provides the cash flow and stability you need to begin building your own wealth. Use your job as a launchpad. Use that steady paycheck to invest in assets, to start a side hustle, to learn new skills that can create new income streams. Think of your job as the seed money for your future empire. A job is a starting point, not the end goal. Start changing your mindset today. See your job for what it is. Tool. And then start building something for yourself on the side. That is the real path to financial freedom. Thanks for watching. And if this sparks something in you, make sure to follow for more real talk about building wealth. See you next time.